Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your attention please. The following statement is made on behalf of Little League Baseball in conjunction with Arizona District 8. The two teams meeting today are not bitter rivals, but rather friendly competitors meeting on the field of play. These young ball players are not professionals, but simply young people fulfilling a dream of participating in a Little League tournament. Please support all their efforts in keeping the principles of Little League baseball of character, courage, and loyalty. The umpires for today's game have donated their time in order for these games to take place. Please show them the respect that is rightfully due them. Any person or persons that direct comments.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to yet another championship game brought to you by the award-winning Cool FM Sports and powered by SSVEC. It's Jeff Davenport and John Berger. We are live at War Memorial Stadium in Nogales. It's as if we were only here 2 days ago to see these exact two teams go at it. Douglas ended up beating Buckeye by 4 runs early Tuesday morning, and then Buckeye ended up going into the loser's bracket, and they had to earn their way back in to get into this championship game. Now, Douglas has not played since that late Monday, early Tuesday game, but Buckeye had to play yesterday to get here today. So the question is, which lion is hungrier, the one standing at the top of the mountain or the one currently climbing the mountain? The good news for Douglas is if they do not win this game, it is a double elimination tournament, and it means that this will automatically be a double header, and we'll be here a little bit longer than anticipated because that game will start 30 minutes after the conclusion of this game. But the way that Douglas is playing, the firepower they have behind home plate, and knowing that they have their ace, Isidro Hoyos, on the mound for them today, they are expecting to put this game away in this first game and win their Little League seniors, 15 and 16-year-old state championship. It is all about the state championship. All the pride, all the bragging rights are on the line for this game here today. Thank you so much to all of our sports sponsors. You can see them in the post description. We'll talk about them as this game goes along. But if you are able to share this video around, please do it right now. Share it to your Facebook friends. Share it to all your Facebook groups in Douglas, in Buckeye. It is time for first pitch, 82 degrees and high humidity here in Nogales for the first pitch. Nogales is the host city for this state tournament. As we said, Isidro Hoyos on the mound for Douglas. And Alex Galavis leading off. Watches that first pitch from Hoyos, a fastball called a strike. 4 umpires in the field today. 1 behind the plate, 1 on each base. That's going to be a little low, evens account, 1 ball, 1 strike. It's very odd doing a game here during the day, much less bright and early in the morning. I know for some of you it's not bright and early. I mean, I've been up since 5:30, so I understand that. And that's going to be a called strike at the knees, a 2-strike count. Hoyos ahead in the count to Galavis. That goes high and outside, evens account, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now, it seemed just about every single batter the last time we were here had a full count. Let's see if that's going to be the case this time. It will be for the leadoff hitter. The more things change, the more they stay the same, John. And this game is certainly staying the same. Just with the very first batter. And a breaking pitch called strike 3. That strikeout brought to you by the MORSE Automotive Group. Douglas and all of Cochise County is backed by MORSE after getting ahead 1-2 on a 3-2 full count pitch. Hoyos gets the strikeout. And Mario Castro steps up into the batter's box for Buckeye. Buckeye wearing their Tar Heel blue shirts with white numbers. They're going to say, did he go? No, ball 1. And white pants. Douglas wearing their gray with black and yellow outline numbers on their jerseys, along with the black pants, which are going to be soaking up that heat in the field. You want to take as little time as possible in the field. Hoyos falls behind 2-0 to Mario Castro and watches that pitch go by, called strike. Again, thank you so much for activating the live chat. Thank you so much for leaving us comments in the live chat. Strike two. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down, nobody on, top of the first. And a breaking pitch, swung on, strike 3. 2 up, 2 down for Buckeye, both retired via strikeouts. And Alex Huerta, the catcher, comes to the plate for Buckeye. That goes low and away for ball 1. We've seen some incredible things out of the city of Douglas over the course of this Little League run. Their 12U team ended up winning the district championship. Their 10U team went all the way to the championship, came up just a little bit short. And obviously this team, the seniors, 15 and 16-year-olds, they ended up winning the district championship and now are on the cusp of a state championship. That is a slow ground ball going foul down the third baseline. Picked up by Emiliano Fimbres, playing third base for Douglas. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Deuce is wild here in the top of the first. Watches that go outside to run the count full. Thank you to Dan the Man back in the studio, bringing up all of those sponsors and the graphics. Ones who are making this coverage possible. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. 3 up, 3 down, all retired via strikeout off the arm of Isidro Hoyos, who will lead off the bottom of the first inning in just a few moments. And we'll see what Douglas can do in the bottom half of this inning against number 99, Adrian Salazar, who will be on the mound for Buckeye. In the meantime, we want to thank all of our sports sponsors, or some of our sports sponsors. You can see them all in the post description. First of all, thank you so much to the MORSE Automotive Group, of course, Sierra Vista, Douglas, and all of Cochise County, backed by Morse. Thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, proud to support our young athletes all season long, and especially right here in this championship game on Championship Thursday. Thank you to Barnett's Towing and Propane, serving Southern Arizona for 62 years since 1963. Thank you, Copper Queen Community Hospital, all across Cochise County, with locations in Douglas, in Bisbee, and in Hereford, Palominas, with the best medical care for you and your family. Thank you, Grasshopper Landscaping, where you will always find quality from the ground up. Contact Grasshopper Landscaping to turn your outdoor space into an outdoor oasis. And remember, summertime is swimming time. Grasshopper Landscaping also does pool maintenance. Contact them today for landscaping and pool maintenance. Thank you to Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista. They'll be open in just a few minutes. They open at 9:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. They're open on Saturdays from 9 to 2 at 999 East Fry Boulevard. Thank you to Allo Fiber, your new home team internet TV phone provider. Visit allofiber.com to learn more about the Allo Fiber difference and become a fiber fan in Sierra Vista. Thank you, Right Way Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical, working hard to earn your trust the right way. They are proud to support our local sports broadcasts. And thank you to ASCU, American Southwest Credit Union, with locations in Douglas and in Sierra Vista as well. Experience better rates and personalized service all at the palm of your hand at ascu.org. Join the credit union that supports your community, federally insured by NCUA, equal opportunity lender. Isidro Hoyos leading off for Douglas. Had 3 strikeouts in the first inning. We'll see what Salazar is able to do for Buckeye on the mound. His first pitch, high and outside, ball 1. You can see all of our sports sponsors in the post description, and hey, if you get a chance to send them a message through their messenger on Facebook, or if you see them in town, be sure to thank them. Shake their hand, give them a high five, and say thank you for making sure that Jeff Davenport, John Berger, and Dan the Man could be able to get this game up and streamed for you. Called strike, evens account at 1-1. That goes low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Good eye by Hoyos. Rafael Buzane in the on-deck circle. Chris Escarcega, the catcher, in the hole, batting number 3. This fine championship Thursday morning in Nogales, Arizona. 2-1 count. That's fouled back out of play. Evens count 2-2. Oh, that hit a car. That sounded like it hit a car.
100%.
Yeah, they hit a roof of a car. We know the difference between a roof, the cement, and a car. Isidro calls time. So the sun is coming from like left field and aiming that way. So the only place where it's going to be in the face of any fielders, that's a, yeah, couldn't check his swing on that. Strike 3, strikeout by Salazar. 1 down here in the bottom of the first. And Buzane will come to the plate next. So with the sun being where it is, the second baseman, first baseman, and right fielder would be the ones who are going to have a challenge. If there's a pop fly or a ground ball to them, the sun will definitely be in their faces. Terrible timing for that train horn to come right as the pitcher Salazar was in his windup. Ball 1. Is that a train or is that a big truck?
Oh, that's a train, for sure.
2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, they have to go slow through pedestrian areas. Really, really slow.
Yeah, I don't even remember the train. I didn't know where the tracks are because I don't remember the train coming through late at night. The nights that we've been here. That's high, 3-0. So Buzane most likely will be taking all the way on this 3-0 pitch from Salazar. The left-handed southpaw on the mound for Buckeye. He did it again. The horn came literally in his windup. So inconsiderate, Mr. Train Guy. Must be a Douglas fan trying to throw the pitcher from Buckeye off. 3-1 count. He's doing it on purpose now. He is doing it totally on purpose. There is no way that is just, he can, how are they seeing this? Salazar just blocking it out. And that is a strike 3 on a good swing, but 2 up, 2 down via strikeout for Salazar. And Chris Escarcega will come to the plate. I mean, it seems like we could see the train from here. I don't see where it is.
Yeah, it's on the other side of those trees right there.
So it's on the other side of the trees, okay.
Those buildings, and then there's buildings on the other side. They're on the far side.
Okay. Yeah, there's the stack. There's a smokestack. Okay. There it is. Wow.
You can see it right on the
Yeah, you can. There it is. Now you get a view of it. Okay. Kind of cutting through a house in this residential neighborhood, and right next to Arizona at Work, the Arizona at Work building here in Nogales. There you go. You can see it there in the background, probably of the feed. There it is. I'm sorry, totally getting thrown off here. 2-0 to Escarcega. Wondering if Abuela Maria is here. That's a line shot into center for a 2-out single by Escarcega. So he is on for Douglas with 2 down here in the bottom of the first, a 0-0 game, and Abel Clinch, number 8, comes to the plate. And since Escarcega is catching, Sebastian Avachuco will come in to pinch run for him. And Escarcega will go get dressed up for the top of the second. In the meantime, the bottom of the first is not yet done. 2 down. That was a called strike at the knees on clinch. Swing and a miss. Salazar ahead in the count, 0-2 with 2 down and 1 on. Fisted, and is it going to loop in? No, what a catch! The third baseman for Buckeye. That was Mario Castro snagging that over his shoulder for the third out. Douglas will leave 1 on, get none across the plate, and we will head to the top of the second. This game definitely worthy of a championship. 0-0. Thank you so much to Sierra Toyota, one of our sports sponsors for this broadcast, Championship Thursday broadcast. Right now, Sierra Toyota on Fry Boulevard wants to buy your car, truck, or SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. Thank you, TWN Communications, delivering high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone service, all with no data caps ever. Stay connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. Thank you to Eagle Plumbing, Bobby Bausinger and his family, providing expert service in Cochise County for over 50 years. Family owned and trusted from everything from leaks to major repairs. They are just one call away. And check this out. You've seen the Eagle Plumbing trucks and signs around town. Now join the fun. Spot a sign or truck. Take a selfie and post your picture in their Facebook comments to enter to win great monthly prizes. Eagle Plumbing, proud supporters of local sports. And thank you to Vinny's Pizza on Frontage Road in Sierra Vista, serving the community for over 45 years with great pizza, wings, and sandwiches. They are open. They'll be open in about an hour and a half at 11 o'clock for those of you who are thinking about some place to grab some lunch and continue to watch this game during lunch. They wish good luck to all the local teams and athletes and are proud to support this live stream sports coverage here on Cool FM Live.
Number 99.
Check the post description for all of our sports sponsors. In the batter's box, the 4-hitter. That is the pitcher, Adrian Salazar. Swing and a miss on that breaking pitch. Yeah, I guess so. Except he didn't do it during the windup. Absolutely wild. There must be cars really trying to run the tracks or something, and he's just warning everybody. That's going to be a called strike looking. Beautiful fastball by Hoyos. Ahead in the count, 0-2 to Salazar. A breaking pitch. Oh, somehow that missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You're saying it was a little wide, did the home plate umpire. Remember, these umpires, they are volunteering their time to be a part of this. That is a sharp shot into left field. A leadoff single for Salazar. So 1 on with no outs on a 1-2 count, driving it into left field. That'll bring up Michael Ruelas, the shortstop. And they will bring in a pinch runner. Julian Munoz will come in to pinch run for the pitcher, Adrian Salazar. And again, Michael Ruelas at the plate. Let's see if we can hear the chatter from Buckeye. Making sure we stay hydrated out here. The temperature's only getting warmer, and because of the humidity. Yeah, that is a long train. Runner goes on a bunt that is fouled out of play. The train is still trucking along. Carrying a lot of tankers, it looks like. So Hoyos ahead in the count, 0-1 to the shortstop, Michael Ruelas. Jeff Davenport, John Berger, Dan the Man, hanging out with you on a Thursday morning. That ball gets past the first baseman. Wild throw by Hoyos, and will advance that pinch runner to second base. So Julian now in scoring position with no outs for Buckeye here in the top of the second. Buckeye knows this is a must-win game for them, because if they win, they will force the elimination game that will start 30 minutes at the conclusion of this one. That's a, wow, that was a ball. Looked like a strike from here, but evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Ruelas at the plate. A single scores a run. Remember what happened the other night was Buckeye left the bases loaded twice, left 2 on once. It's a big swing. I mean, we saw them leave at least 8 base runners on.
Maria says she's here.
Oh, Maria's here. That's awesome. Pop fly out of play. What'll it hit?
Cement.
Yeah. It's a fun little guessing game that John and I play.
Guess the dent.
Yes. And that is outside, evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. It is a beautiful morning for baseball here in Nogales at War Memorial Stadium, and there was time called. Hoyos was just getting ready to start his pitch. Gets a signal from the umpire. And that will be high and run the count full. Hoyos throwing so hard his hat's flying off. Ian Brito, the left fielder, is in the on-deck circle. Full count, payoff pitch with no down and a runner on second. And that is a sharp shot, snagged out of the air, and that will be a double play. What an amazing play by Fimbres at third to throw over to second to double up the runner who was on the move as that ball was hit. An absolutely incredible play by Emiliano Fimbres. Heads up alert play on the hot corner, snagging that snow cone catch. And we're watching the replay here. Oh, nice job, John. Oh, John caught that. So just like that, 2 down and nobody on for Ian Brito coming to the plate. Watches a called strike go by for his first pitch that he's seeing of the day. We talked about, John and I talked about on the way up here, the defense of Douglas and how strong that defense is. They say that old phrase, defense wins championships. Now, normally you see that in football. But you can find it in baseball, too. If you have a really good pitcher and a really good defense, you only need a handful of runs at the most to end up winning any game. Will that be the case today for Douglas? On the brink, if they win this game, they are the Little League Seniors state champions. That's foul tipped. Yeah, Scarsiga got that foul ball right off the face mask. So the home plate umpire will give him a second to catch his breath. He'll brush off home plate, give him a chance to compose himself, and then double check with him, make sure he's okay, give him a fist bump. Scarsiga's a baller. Just like his abuela Maria. She's a baller too. We love her. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That strikeout brought to you by Sierra Toyota on Fry Boulevard. That will retire the side. We'll head to the bottom of the second in this 0-0 game. Pitch count for Hoyos sitting at 32. Not sure exactly what the limit will be today for him. Nonetheless, thank you so much to all of our sports sponsors who make this coverage possible, like our good friend Chris Leon and the Leon team at Cross Country Mortgage, Sierra Vista. Make sure for your next home loan experience, give them a call. Let them get your home loan together and ready to go at Cross Country Mortgage, Sierra Vista. Thank you to Sonic Drive-In on Fry Boulevard. Come enjoy a tasty burger or treat at lunch or after any game tonight. Sonic is about community support and great tasty treats. Remember, half-price shakes every night after 5 p.m. Tuesdays, half-price cheeseburgers after 5 p.m. Yesterday, Wacky Pack Wednesday kids meals, $2.49. But today is Throwback Thursday, which means 50-cent corn dogs all day long. Deals available in store only. Thank you to Duran Plumbing, serving Sierra Vista and all of Cochise County for residential and commercial plumbing projects for 10+ years with a lifetime of experience in the industry. Proud supporters of these local sports broadcasts, powered by SSVEC. Jeff Davenport and John Berger are live right here at War Memorial Stadium this fine championship Thursday morning in Nogales, Arizona, ready to see what Douglas can do here in the bottom of the second. It was a 1-2, well, almost a 1-2-3 inning. There were 3 strikeouts. Fimbres will be leading off after making that incredible catch and doubling up the pinch runner. So Emiliano will step into the batter's box. Oh, got some great YouTube comments coming in. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for leaving the comments. And hey, great to see Buckeye fans tuning in as well. Love seeing that. And if you're watching us, no matter where you're watching us, if you're watching on YouTube, please share. If you're watching us on Facebook, please share this video. And if you have groups that you're a part of, share it with the groups. Let everybody see this championship game here in Nogales. Douglas versus Buckeye. 1-0 count from Salazar to Fimbres. That'll be high, 2-ball count. Is that the same train still going in the background? My goodness, that is a massive train. I mean, it came through in the top of the first. That was when the engine came through. That is a high fly ball to deep center field. Center fielder gets underneath it and makes the catch for the long fly ball out. That will bring up Diego Duarte. And that is the mayor of Nogales on the public address mic. Good to chat with him early this morning when John and I arrived here around 8:30. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. Strike 1 to Duarte. It's interesting that the last time these two teams played each other, that game started at 10 p.m., went to 12:45 a.m. This game starting at 9 a.m. 2 days later. And again, Buckeye earned their spot here, losing to Douglas technically 3 days ago, technically 2 days ago. That is a high pitch, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Salazar ahead in the count. 1 down, nobody on for Douglas here in the bottom of the second. And that's a pop fly to the infield. Shortstop making the call and makes the catch for the second out. So 2 up, 2 down. And Ezekiel Gonzalez heads to the plate for Douglas.
Number 5, Ezekiel Gonzalez.
Got some kids playing in the batting cages right next to us, hitting some balls in the batting cages. 0-1 pitch from Salazar. Both teams pitching their aces today, particularly because Buckeye needs this win today. Well, needs this win right now in this game. And if they do, 30 minutes after the fact, we'll be back to baseball. But this is a championship game for Douglas. Foul ball going out of play, landing on the cement. Still a 1-2 count with 2 down, nobody on. For Gonzalez at the plate, Salazar has looked really tough. Outside, evens the count, deuces wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Here in the bottom of the second. Good eye by Gonzalez. And that goes inside. So after being ahead in the count 1-2, it's a full count now with 2 down. Temperatures continuing to warm here at War Memorial Field. That's a line drive shot for the second straight inning. It is a 2-out single for Douglas. As Gonzalez is on board, that'll bring up Rodrigo Lamadrid.
Rodrigo Lamadrid.
So Roddy will step into the left-handed side of the batter's box. Lefty versus lefty. Boy, Salazar has a great look over to first. Because you're a left-handed pitcher, you get the clear shot, the clear view of first base, and he looks over at first base even during the leg kick. It's absolutely a brilliant move. And that throws back. He saw the runner going, and that will be it. Gonzalez tagged out on an attempted steal. How similar that is. Again, the third straight time we've seen Douglas early in a game give up an out by misreading a sign of the pitcher, not waiting for the throw to go to home plate. That will run it all the way down. We're through 2 innings here at War Memorial Stadium in Nogales, Arizona. The score is 0-0 as we head to the top of the third. Definitely the Aces going at it on this mound. What's that?
51 live.
On YouTube? That's crazy. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube. Thank you again for sharing the video around in your groups, your Facebook groups, or to your friends on YouTube, and let them see what's going on here in Nogales for the Buckeye-Douglas championship game here on Championship Thursday. Absolutely wild. Breeze picking up, actually feels nice. With the humidity, it just, any sort of breeze feels a lot better than it would in a normal condition. So thank you so much to our sponsors of this game, of course, powered by SSVEC, the MORSE Automotive Group, Cochise County, backed by Morse, the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, looking to buy or sell your home or land. Make your first call to Sherry Ethel. Her phone number is in the post description. Give her a call, and she'd be happy to be your real estate agent. Thank you to Barnett's Towing and Propane, serving all of Southern Arizona since 1963. And of course, Copper Queen Community Hospital, with locations in Douglas, in Bisbee, where some of you in Douglas, where some of you might be watching us from right now, in Bisbee, right down the street from Douglas, right down the highway from Douglas, and over in Hereford, Palominas, with 3 locations to serve you and your family. Copper Queen Community Hospital. Thank you, Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. If you want to turn that outdoor space into an outdoor oasis, look no further than Grasshopper Landscaping. See the post description for all of our sports sponsors. Thank you to each and every one of them for making this broadcast possible. Leave them some love in the live chat. And thank you for watching. Leave yourself some love in the live chat. Making sure that this game is not being seen by no one. We've got everybody watching us today for Championship Thursday. Mauricio Olivas at the plate. Watches that first strike go by off the arm of Hoyos. That goes in the dirt, evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Zero game. It'll be interesting to see. You know, we know Douglas scores in chunks. They have that ability to put up 4 runs, 5 runs, 6 runs in an inning. And with Hoyos on the mound, they might only need that, and that is a big swing and a miss. Strike 3, that strikeout powered by SSVEC. Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community. I just got a direct message from the head of HR at Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, telling me that she was at the Native Grill and Wings in Vail last night, and they were having a trivia night at Native Grill and Wings in Vail. I was doing my trivia night, Native Game Night, for the 503rd episode, 504th episode, I think. 9 years, 8 months, 2 weeks, but who's counting? And so it sounds like other natives are trying to do the same thing, which is great. Hope it's very successful for them. Number 3, Anthony Perez taps a single into center. A one-out single puts one on for Buckeye. And if you're watching us in Cochise County and you've never been to Native Game Night, the #1 trivia night in the state of Arizona, we encourage you to stop on by. It's not a true trivia night. It's a Family Feud style trivia night. The true trivia night happens at High Heat Sports Grill on Fridays at 6 p.m. Brady Unger at the plate. Throw back down to first base, not in time to catch Perez.
More viewers on YouTube than Facebook.
How is that even possible?
Yep, it's the first time we've ever had that happen.
Amazing. Well, we are emanating from the YouTube channel. Swing and a miss, evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down, 1 on for Buckeye. As Brady is at the plate, the right fielder, Brady Unger. Breeze picks up, feels very nice. Another laser shot down to first base off the arm of Escarcega. Just trying to keep that runner honest. And I'm trying to keep hydrated. We got the umbrellas up to protect the phone and our skin. That's another throw back down. Oh my goodness. That umpire had to really think about it. What a great throw by Escarcega. 2 balls, 2 strikes to number 2-1, Brady Unger. And that is strike 3. 2 down. That strikeout brought to you by Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista, open right now at 999 East Fry Boulevard, and also open on Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Batting number 31, Alex Galaviz.
Back to the top of the order for Buckeye. Galaviz with a sharp shot past the third baseman. So a 2-out single puts 2 on now for Buckeye. There was a wide hole between short and third, and Galaviz just slapped that one right by. Fimbres at third on that first pitch. So Mario Castro now comes to the plate here in the top of the third with 2 down and 2 on. That's going to be a called strike on a breaking pitch. Change up. Swing and a miss. Hoyos ahead in the count, 0-2. From the stretch. And that is popped out of play. That did not hit a car. Must have been pavement over there. Didn't hear the thud, the right-sounding thud. Still a 0-2 count as the temperature continues to warm here in Nogales. Swing and a miss on the high heat. Another strikeout for Hoyos. Will retire the side. Buckeye leaves 2 on. Gets none across. We'll head to the bottom of the third in a 0-0 game. Thank you to Aloe Fiber at aloefiber.com. Become a fiber fan today in Sierra Vista. Thank you to Right Way Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. Remember, Right Way right now has their Feel the Love campaign where you can enter a nomination for someone in your community who ends up doing a lot of good in the community, does a lot of good for other people, oftentimes at their own expense. Right now, Right Way is teaming with Lennox to provide a full HVAC system to someone in the community who feels the love of the community, and they want them to feel the love in Southern Arizona. So if you know someone who does so much for people in your community, go to rightwayac.com, click on that Feel the Love campaign banner, and enter the information of that person and get them nominated. They could end up winning a $10,000 value HVAC system in their home. Thank you, Right Way. Thank you also to American Southwest Credit Union. If you live or work in Southern Arizona, you may be eligible to join. You can experience better rates and personalized service at ascu.org. Join that credit union that supports your community. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender. Again, thank you to Sierra Toyota. Right now, they want to buy your car, your truck, your SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. Sierra Toyota, locally owned, community driven. Sierra Toyota, of course, the proud presenting sponsor of Doggo Lotto, the #1 animal shelter related game show in the world.
Number 2, Rodrigo Lamadrid.
Did you see this week's Doggo Lotto? If not, make sure you go check it out, share it around, and enter your numbers, because if you pick your lucky numbers for absolutely free, you could win cash and prizes on Doggo Lotto every Monday, 6 p.m. Arizona time. First pitch from Salazar inside. Go to coolfmonline.com/Doggo Lotto. Go fetch yourself some lucky numbers right there at coolfmonline.com/Doggo Lotto. The 1-0 pitch from Salazar to Lamadrid. Ends up being slapped into right center field. Cut off by the center fielder. A leadoff single for Lamadrid puts one on for Douglas here in the bottom of the third.
Number 4, Miguel Bustamante.
At the bottom of the order, Miguel Bustamante. Shows a bunt, which is fouled out of play. 0-1 count to Miguel. Great, as we showed up to the park this morning, an hour and 20 minutes ago, the Douglas team was excited to see us. They were waving at us, saying hi, greeting us this morning. Very nice of them to do. Showing bunt again, pulls back, and that is a ball, so that'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs, runner on first is Lamadrid. Bustamante showing bunt again. And that pitch goes outside for a ball. You can hear some of the coaches in the Buckeye side telling the team what to do. There's a swing and a miss. Salazar, just really in the zone. Both pitchers doing well. Salazar and Hoyos. Bustamante at the plate. Fouls that back, hanging in there. Keeps the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. His third base coach, head coach Chris Escarcega, ends up saying, win the battle. And this game is going to be a battle. No such thing as a gimme game in these all-star playoffs. That is popped straight up in the air. Is it going to stay in the field of play? No. Ended up hitting the light pole. So we've seen 2 foul balls go off light poles here. Obviously, since this game is a morning game, a lot lighter crowd here today. And that is foul tipped. Bustamante hanging in there. Bustamante keeps battling. Salazar from the stretch. And that's a shot going foul again. Bustamante fouling. Hanging in there, getting a piece again and again and again. Just increasing that pitch count for Adrian Salazar. Time is called as they go and get the ball there on that left field line. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, runner on first for Douglas. A chance for this team to score the first run in this game. And that goes low. Miguel has run the count full with that amazing eye at the plate and fouling off 4 pitches over the course of this at-bat. Make it 5 pitches fouled off. We'll keep it at a full count. Payoff pitch. Salazar from the stretch. And watches ball 4. What an at-bat by Miguel Bustamante. Winning that battle, he will walk down to first base. That will advance La Madrid to second. Douglas has 2 on with no outs here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Number 7, ETHELL Hoyos.
And we are back to the top of the order with Hoyos at the plate. And the first baseman, catcher, pitcher, third baseman now coming in a little late to the party, but giving a high five to his pitcher, Salazar. In this championship game, the championship is on the line for both teams. Buckeye needs to win this game to force that decisive championship game. Douglas wants to win this game. So they were going to try to get a bunt base hit. Interesting call. If Douglas wins this game, they are the state champions of the Little League Seniors Division for 2025. And it is a bunt down the right back to the pitcher. Only place to throw is to first. So a sacrifice bunt by Hoyos will advance the runners. 2 in scoring position with 1 down, and Buzane coming to the plate. Isidro doing what he needed to do.
Number 13, Buzane.
It is warming up out here. Already 86 degrees. Calling that a ball. 1-0 to Buzane. That goes high, 2-0. So Salazar, that had been in control for the first 2 innings with several strikeouts, running into a little jam here in the bottom of the 3rd. That's a called strike. 2-1. As this game is emanating from our YouTube page and being live streamed across to our Facebook page. That evens a count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Buzane, not sure about that one. And don't forget, tonight at 8 o'clock, Todd will be broadcasting the Wilcox girls ponytail. Their game is tonight at 8 p.m. up in Cottonwood. Todd is already there. So start the day with baseball, end the day with softball, all supporting our Cochise County teams right here on Cool FM Live. Fouls the ball back, keeps the count 2-2 with 1 down and 2 in scoring position for Douglas. They got to take advantage of this. They know the importance. Every single run means something, and that is a swing and a miss. Buzane not happy with that at-bat. So that is a huge second out by Salazar on the mound, and it will bring up Abuela Maria's very own Chris Escarcega. From the stretch, Salazar. That is fouled off. Hit the cement and then bounced literally. That went so far across the parking lot. It literally on one bounce hit that building, the side of that building on one bounce. the force of these pitchers and the physics coming off that bat. Absolutely incredible. There's a sharp shot to third. That will score one. They will bring another runner around. A 2 RBI single that's stretched into a double. Escarcega slides in safe at third. Will he advance? No. He will stay at second, but 2 will come in off the bat of Escarcega. It is 2-0 Douglas. As they send in Max Algara to be the pinch runner for Escarcega, coming in to the dugout. He'll get dressed up to catch the top of the fourth, but with that single off the heel of the glove, that was a hot shot to the hot corner. And now a little bit more of the infield comes in, and the head coach comes over to talk who goes to talk to Chewy over there on first base. Clinch will wait to step into the batter's box with the pinch runner Algara on second base. Leave love in the live chat. Chris has to go back to second base. Really?
Because he left too early? That's a bummer.
Yeah, pinch runner. How did they not understand this? What did they think it was? I mean,
I was wondering too.
Hey, that guy mysteriously walked into the dugout. Another guy mysteriously replaced him. What on earth could be going on here? And that other guy is busy getting his catcher's gear on right now. What on earth could be going on here? A pinch runner, that's what's going on. There's nothing underhanded or shady going on. I wouldn't think. I mean, maybe there is. Maybe, you know, I know you need to abide by the rules, and I want them to do that, but you can kind of assume at a certain point. Wait, what just happened? What is this pinch runner you speak of? That's all right. Starting to play some music. And now the coach again from Buckeye, double checking with the home plate umpire. There might be some logistics here. They might have a case, quite honestly. They might have a case about this. I mean, you wouldn't come out and talk to the home plate umpire.
They don't believe how toxic this is. If you're still using a plastic or wooden cutting board, you need to hear this.